Welcome to this introduction to Hope Empowerment Opportunities. Hope EO is a new mission ministry happening right here in Kenly, North Carolina, bringing together our neighbors who are experiencing poverty, along with the church community, the business community, the civic community, and all the neighbors that are around, helping with neighbors helping neighbors as we help address the needs of poverty. Before we get to the nuts and bolts of what Hope EO will look like, let's take a look at some of the core principles that Hope EO has. Hope EO will be a ministry that is working with, not to, our neighbors in poverty. We want to work alongside our neighbors because God has given each person gifts, abilities, and resources. Each one is an image bearer of God. And Hope EO will help develop and empower those different gifts and abilities and resources. Because the people that are experiencing poverty are people, not projects. Crisis ministries are for crisis situations, and they're great ministries. But long term, we must move from a transactional model to a model that builds mutual relationships with neighbor helping neighbor. And also understanding the systems that are creating obstacles, and also identifying and helping to connect the resources available to overcome them will empower change. With that in mind, let's take a look at the three parts of Hope Empowerment Opportunities. First of all, an education and collaboration center where we partner with those that are experiencing poverty together, listening to them, developing a plan for action both for them and for us as a community as we respond to the needs of poverty. Second of all, there will be community engagement programs where we will come together across the community to develop projects that will impact our entire neighborhood to help impact poverty. And finally, micro-enterprise business model part that will help those that are underemployed and unemployed here in Kenly as we work together, again, partnering together in a new project to help address those needs of poverty. The Hope EO Education Center and Collaboration Center will be a place where individual families can come. We will partner with those plan participants to create a customized action plan with them, not for them, with them, where they look at we look together at the needs in our community, the needs in their lives, the gifts and talents that they bring, and the strengths that they have, and we take those things and help develop an action plan both for them and for us as we respond to the needs of poverty in our community. It's a very collaborative effort. We're going to be partnering also with the community resources like social services or other agencies to help see where some of the gaps are coming up and help people connect with the resources that they might need to be empowered. We'll also be working together with partner ministries where we take a look at the work that's already going on here in our community. We are not here to do anything but collaborate and support the different ministries that are already going on, helping to strengthen them in their ministries as they reach out to families as well. And that includes partner churches. We're going to be working with the churches that are coming together because the churches come together and they bring some of the unique things that only churches can bring. A relational support, a mentoring faithful development, discipleship, and a community connection. This will be an intentional place where we help the churches break down the line between us and them, where it becomes we. As the churches learn and folks learn also how we can better empower our neighbors, and we work together to do that. The second part will be our community engagement projects. This is where we're going to be building relationships and opportunities to thrive together. We don't know yet what those projects are going to be. I've used as examples things like a community garden or a community wagon pool or a mission fair. We're not sure yet. We want to be taking intentional time to build the relationships so that we can see and hear and listen together what it is that the neighborhood needs. That's why one of the first things that we're going to do is be listening together to our neighbors who are experiencing poverty first, and then together with everyone at the table, we will find the best way to implement these projects and these plans. And then the third part will be a micro-enterprise part. Again, don't know exactly what that business is going to be. You hear that theme because we are still in the listening time, the brainstorming and the dreaming time. It may be a peanut ministry, it might be a baking ministry, it might be construction industry. It could be a number of different things. There are models across North Carolina that are working where the micro enterprise model is being used to help people address the needs of poverty, and we want to be a part of that. We're going to look at these different models, again, with the input of our community being strong and being part of this. Then we'll determine what it is that the business needs to be and how we can put it together here in Kenley. So some of the first steps that we need to take overall, first of all, is to invite each person that needs to be a part of this to the table. We need to know who would like to be a part of fighting poverty here in Kenley, the business partners, the civic leaders, but also our plan participants and people from across the Kenley community need to come together at this time as we're listening hard to what the needs are for poverty and the impact that we can have on poverty in our community. Then we'll engage, dream, and explore together. This is a time where we're going to be taking an intentional time to listen to one another and then dream about what can we do, what are the needs, how can we address this. With brainstorming, this is when we're looking at all the different options. We've got a lot of experience with studying the different models that are out there. I'll be bringing all that information to the group, but also we want to hear what would work right here in Kenley. It's not just taking someone else's project and putting it in place here. We need to know what the needs are here and then how we can do that together. And then the third thing is that for each of us to prepare ourselves for the journey. Who do we need to be inviting? Who do we need to be praying for? How can we train and prepare ourselves? What do we need to do to be a part of this process? Some of the ways that we've summed this up, you can see the link for the Hope EO introduction flyer, and also you see the information page. These are two different places where you can find material that you can share and be having this conversation in your churches, in your neighborhoods, and around the community. So I invite you to do that. Also, if you have any questions about this, I'm very willing to talk with you about it. It doesn't have to be just Monday nights. It can be any time. As we have questions or you have comments, you can contact me. You see my email address. You see my cell phone number. You can contact me on social media as well. Look forward to talking with you about it. And then, of course, invite folks to this Monday night time. Monday nights at 7 o'clock, where we can be a part of these listening sessions as we dream together what poverty fighting might be here in Kenley. Overall, we want you to be involved in this new mission ministry here in Kenley. How can you be a part of empowering your neighbors for opportunities to overcome poverty and for us as a community to grow and thrive? This is the chance to get involved. One of those three areas, I bet, is something that you would be passionate about, and we would invite you to be a part of it. Thanks for listening. We look forward to talking with you more. God bless.